What's up, people? What's up, people? About to come on in. Hold on 1 second. Hope you enjoyed the music. It's a little sad and somber. I talk about the liberal white woman. I got one on deck right now, the cartoon character. Let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. Yes. What's up, baby? I'm coming in. Hold on. Yes. What's going on, people? How's everyone doing this afternoon? I'm doing a very early live this afternoon. It's for reasons because I got things to do, and I might actually do another live tonight. Off of GP as I do. Man, we're gonna have to get this in. I had to do this live today. I didn't want to do it early, but I said, you know what, it's a good thing that I do it early because I had some appointments to be done. And then I said to myself, after the appointments are done, it should be around like 1:30. I should be able to do this early this afternoon. This product that I'm trying to get in, I know I should do it, on the time that I usually do it, especially because this is extremely important to talk about. And I say it all the time. I'm going to keep on talking about things that are important to me, and I believe that is important to a lot of Americans, but especially Black Americans. And a lot of brothers such as myself, brothers and sisters such as myself, is doing their duty by setting a mark on things, letting people know, hey, I'm not like this. I'm not that typical brother that's looking for people to accept me. It's not going to happen here. I'm looking for actual tangibles. I'm looking for actual solutions being made to help me and my people solve general things that needs to be solved. And we're going to go at it. We definitely going to go at what we need to go at because it's important. It's extremely important, So it's going to be a video that I want you guys to really, really see. But as I was trying to, I'm just going to show one video on this live tonight. But I seen something else, and I said to myself, you know what? Hell to the no! I gotta see this other video. And this video have Tucker Carlson, a lot of far leftists talking about this man. Calling, he's Fox News. He's probably the most important dude that's on social media. One of the most important dudes that's on social media that's mainstream. People don't like to admit that, but that's a fact. The reason why I listen to this man, I listen to everybody. I even listen to the far leftists, because I'm not that type of person that's one-dimensional, a critical thinker. I'm not one of the people that think the way most people think, what's popular to think, and things like that. That's not me. Never will be me. I might, again, I want people, before I go any further, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're about to put this video up of Tucker Carlson. This is research. This is, respectfully, this is a video that I'm just researching, using it. I'm using this video because it's a Fox News thing for research. Just want to let you guys know this point. Hopefully this live stream don't get shut down or what have you. But this is what this is important. Tucker Carlson is going to bring up many situations that would Mr. Joe Biden, the president, is not bringing up, never will bring it up, because it's about a political thing. It's not about Black folks. This is another, and I want to make sure clear, it's 10 minutes into the video. I didn't mention this. This is another video talking about the Buffalo massacre. with a white teen devil racist, mentally deranged person that should have been off the streets, killed. I actually saw the video, and if you guys never seen the video, don't see it because it's going to make you even more angrier. If you want to see it, but it's just going to make you angry. This kid, you and anybody would knowledge yourself and understand that 18-year-olds are like 10-year-olds from 15, 20 years ago. That's the mindset that an 18-year-old is. That's just a fact. So let's get this started. We're going to get this going right now. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to share this video. And Fox News, please don't be mad. This is a video that need to be shared from my particular audience. Hold on 1 second. Let's get this. Here we go. Tucker Carlson. He's going to be bringing up some facts. Again, I don't listen to people that's not bringing up facts, no solutions. So let's go.
Tonight. Last May, a 17-year-old high school senior called Peyton Gendron received an assignment in his economics class. The assignment asked, "What do you want to do when you retire?" He answered, "Commit murder-suicide." Gendron's teacher immediately reported his threat to authorities, who sent him to the emergency room for a psychiatric evaluation. Gendron was there for just 20 hours. As he wrote later in his diary, quote, "I got out of it because I stuck with the story that I was getting out of class, and I just stupidly wrote that down. That's the reason I believe I am still able to purchase guns." But he was lying. Gendron's intention to commit mass murder was, as he later wrote, quote, "not a joke. I wrote that down because that's what I was planning to do." And he was. Peyton Gendron was mentally ill. His classmates knew that. Gendron made strange facial expressions and said odd things in class. Last year, he showed up for school for a full week wearing a hazmat suit. Boots, gloves, everything, recalled another student. Police and school administrators understood perfectly well that Gendron was potentially dangerous. That's why they sent him to the psych ward. Even his own parents must have known that something was very wrong. Gendron's diary describes how his mother helped him bury a cat he had beaten to death in their garage and then beheaded with a hatchet. On Saturday,
real quick, this is another thing what I'm telling you guys. This is what the mainstream media, far leftist media, the media that's actually the far leftists own the mainstream media. If you don't believe that, you really need to evaluate yourself by getting a psychiatrist, because these people literally own the mainstream media. So they're going to tell you all this version of he's a racist, this and that, third, and that's what it is. He's definitely a racist, but they're not going to tell you because they believe that it's always been, and it's true, it's always been a situation where white people, when they kill everybody saying they youth, they this, they feel, comfortable when it comes to, they try to make the audience, quote unquote, feel like it was just this type of white person that did this. They was mentally ill, but they don't do that no more. Even if the person is evaluated as being mentally ill, they don't do that anymore. So Tucker Carlson is actually talking about what's actually going on with this kid when it came to things leading up to this demon killing those people and shooting these people, shooting and killing these people. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Hold on a second. Let's get back to where we was at.
Saturday, Peyton Gendron, as you know, finally did what he said he would do. He committed mass murder. He opened fire on a crowd of strangers in a Buffalo supermarket. He murdered 10 of them. So how did the adults around him let this happen? In a country with functioning leadership, we would be asking that question. The signs of mental illness were certainly there. The people in charge missed those signs or didn't take them seriously enough, or weren't paying close enough attention. In any case, they didn't fix it. They let a killer slip through. So what did they do wrong with Peyton Gendron, and how can we learn from it? We should learn from it if we want to prevent more mass murders. But that's not at all what our leaders are asking tonight, hardly. Instead, they're asking the only question that ever occurs to them. How exactly can I benefit from this? How can I leverage?
As I told you guys a couple days ago when I was talking about the Buffalo mass shooting, this is what the left is going to do. This is what these politicians will do. They will make this about themselves. They're not going to make it about those 13 people that were shot and 2 people that got killed. They will not do it for them. This is why another thing I can't believe that there will be a situation where Black people will get an anti-crime bill, or Black folks will get a right to bear arms, like just not just Black folks, just people in New York, period, getting the right to bear arms at all. It will stay a criminal. It will stay protecting a criminal based communist state, like a New York, like a New Jersey, like a Connecticut, like a Rhode Island, like a Massachusetts, like a DC, like a California, like a Washington State. We can go on and on and on. Detroit, Illinois, like all those states that protect, in my opinion, protect the criminals more than they do the Commonwealth people, the people that's actually voting these demons in, these demon politicians in. And this is what it's going to, and then there's many Black folks in a lot of these communist areas, not really even asking for that. Not really even asking for anti-Black bill or for the Second Amendment to be forced in these communist states like a New York. They asking for acceptance, and this is what this video is mainly about. So let's keep it going.
This tragedy to my advantage. How can other people's suffering make me more powerful? It didn't take long for Joe Biden to find a way. Biden flew to Buffalo this morning to speak about what Peyton Gendron did. There have been a number of mass murders since Biden became president. Some of them have been racially motivated. A little over a year ago, in fact, there was even another supermarket massacre that happened to have the same casualty total. A Syrian-born man murdered 10 people in Boulder, Colorado. He even used the same caliber rifle that Peyton Gendron brought to Buffalo. But Joe Biden didn't bother to fly to that crime scene. He didn't go to any of them, in fact. Biden went to Buffalo today because he thought he could blame his political opponents for what happened there, which, of course, he promptly did. Watch.
Real quick, guys, this video I'm showing from Fox News is for research purposes. Again, this video that I'm showing for Fox News is for research purposes.
Ask me, heads of state in other countries, ask me, what's going on? What in God's name happened on January 6th? What happened in Buffalo? What happened? They'll ask.
January 6th and the Buffalo massacre.
How do he
how is a political protest at the Capitol related to a murder spree by a demented teenager?
This is exactly what we are talking about. Why does January 6th, what does January 6th have to do with the Buffalo massacre? I can tell you what it has to do with it. It has to do with their rhetoric, the far leftist Democrat rhetoric, and to to put that out there, to demonize people that don't have nothing to do with this psychopath 18-year-old boy. Don't have nothing to do with it. And all this other stuff that happened throughout this year, especially since he's been in office. It's a narrative that they must keep on. They don't care about you. And all you damn Black folks and this is why I'm going to keep on hitting it on the nail. All you Black folks that sound like a liberal white woman, instead of sound like actual Black folks that want specific changes for Black Americans, because you're scared that your LGBTQ friend, your women's rights friend, your immigration rights friend are going to demonize you. That's what it's all about. Black people that's critical thinkers understand this and know this, and it's a fact the way you guys think, like a liberal white woman, point blank. And it's been like that, like I said in the other live, for about 4 or 5 decades, 6, 7 decades actually. Let's keep it going.
In New York State over the weekend. What do those two events have in common? And who exactly are these unnamed heads of state who are connecting these unconnected events in conversations with Joe Biden? You may have wondered that, but don't ask, because it's not meant to be asked. It is instead a dream sequence. It's a rhetorical device meant to connect everything that might challenge Joe Biden and bunch all of these things together in the same repulsive moral category. January 6th, mass murder, the bubonic plague, it's all the same. It's all bad. And because it's bad, Joe Biden informed us today, after 250 years, we're going to have to suspend the Bill of Rights. And we're going to begin where the Bill of Rights begins, with the freedom of speech.
You can't prevent people from being radicalized to violence, but we can address the relentless exploitation of the internet to recruit and mobilize terrorism.
The relentless exploitation of the internet to recruit and mobilize terrorism. Okay. But has anyone ever shown that this specific case, Peyton Gendron, was, quote, recruited and mobilized by the internet? Well, no, in fact. By his own account, he was mentally ill. He snapped. He'd been planning this for a long time. He did what his diseased brain commanded him to do. The internet did not make him do it. He did it himself. But even if Gendron had been, quote, radicalized by what he read on the internet, what then exactly? Many have been radicalized by what they've read. Paul Pot was radicalized by reading Das Kapital. He went on a murder spree. He killed more than 1 million people. Should we ban that book? Should we ban all books, all internet sites that, quote...
So what Tucker is saying is, the fact of the matter is, anything that has not, don't go with the narrative of the far left, the Democrats or what have you, they're trying to ban. They're trying to use everything that they believe to have something to do with the far right, being as though that demon kid actually was a far leftist, is what he said in his I forgot the word, is what he said when he wrote down. This mentally deranged kid was saying that. Okay, but they deeming it like when what's his name? Joe Biden literally said what happened in Buffalo is the same thing that happened with January 6th. You guys need to understand what they're trying to do. It's like Bloods and Crips. It's like a Blood trying to say, no, it's the Crips' fault, or the Crips is trying to say it's the Blood's fault, instead of trying to say, no, that individual that killed that other Crip or what have you, or killed that other person, it's his or her fault, is what we need to understand. And this is what they're trying to do. They talk about, people like Donald Trump is the one that's dividing the country. You have to be mentally deranged not to see that the far left has been dividing this country since 2010, 11, that I start noticing. And if you don't see it, especially as Joe Biden been 70, he's been in office since 71. He's been known to be a racist. He's been known to not understand, not caring about nobody but himself. It's like most of these politicians, even locally, not to compare them to Joe Biden, but even locally in the town where I live, these people are known to just worry about themselves. And any rhetoric they want to put in, they want to put in. The things they want to just not put in and stuff like that. And most of these black people, most of the black people that's in politicians where I live, they literally think like a liberal white woman. They are afraid to even talk about what specifics that black folks need. They would talk about an immigrant that came to this country a day and a half ago before they would definitely talk about what's going on in so-called the Black community. Let's keep it going. I don't want to put this in to go left with this, but let's keep it going to where it's at. Hold on.
Radicalize people? What exactly is Joe Biden saying here? Well, he's saying that thanks to what happened in Buffalo over the weekend, you no longer have any rights at all, including the most basic, which is to read what you want. After nullifying the First Amendment, Joe Biden moved to the Second Amendment.
The venom of the haters and their weapons of war, the violence and the words and deeds that stalk our streets, our stores, our schools. This venom, this violence cannot be the story of our time.
Real quick, guys, I got a video to show y'all. This is another video that an hour ago that I said I was going to put in, but the video that I'm going to show you is extremely important to what I've been saying since I've been on YouTube. But stay patient.
But there are certain things we can do. We can keep assault weapons off our streets. We've done it before.
So because a mentally ill 18-year-old used a specific rifle to commit these crimes, you can't have that rifle. Now, Joe Biden's bodyguards can have that rifle, so can Nancy Pelosi's, and of course they do. In fact, you pay for it all. But they're important, and you are not, so you can't. So because the people in charge fail to protect shoppers in Buffalo, you're not allowed to defend your family, despite the fact you may believe your family is every bit as important as Joe Biden and his family, and Nancy Pelosi and her family. But they're not as important. So we're going to defund the police and disarm you. That's how it works now. Sorry. And then Joe Biden got to the main point of his speech, which is that people who criticize his immigration policies are responsible for the violence you saw in Buffalo. Here's the President of the United States explaining that.
I hate that through the media and politics, the internet has radicalized, angry, alienated, lost, and isolated individuals into falsely believing that they will be replaced, that's the word, replaced by the other. And I condemn those who spread the lie for power, political gain,
something he
and
do.
for profit.
Something they do.
So you lock the country down, lock kids out of their schools for 2 years, force them to get, quote, educated on the internet, but it's someone else's fault that they're, quote, alienated. They've been hearing about the great replacement theory. You've heard a lot about the great replacement theory recently. It's everywhere.
And this is what the far leftists are blaming people like Tucker Carlson for bringing up facts, bringing up logic, bringing up things that the actual far leftist mainstream media is bringing, like the critical race theory, like, again, switching things out, making people angry, making other people, making white Americans angry that's mentally deranged, that don't even understand, that don't realize that these people ain't shit. It's just the mainstream media talking. But the average American is not listening to that. So let's keep it going.
In the last 2 days. And we're still not sure exactly what it is. Here's what we do know for a fact. There is a strong political component to the Democratic Party's immigration policy. We're not guessing this. We know this, and we know it because they have said so. They've said it again and again and again. They've written books on it and monographs and magazine articles. They've bragged about it endlessly. They talk about it on cable news constantly. And they say out loud, we are doing this because it helps us to win elections. That's not something that's said once. It's something they've gloated
especially
about.
Especially within the black community, because we're in the Democrats.
And in case you doubt us, here they are.
Blue wave is.
Hold on a second. Especially in the Democrat, the black people that's in that Democrat plantation, thinking that we're going to get help for some apparent reason where we never did, especially heterosexual black men. I don't get you guys that literally vote Democrat no matter what. I will never, ever get it. I kind of get it with black women because they actually do be getting tangibles. They actually do. It's you black men that it kills me that 80% of us vote Democrat. Please tell me why. And I've been trying to look for that answer for the last 10 plus years. Even I was on that dumbass narrative of voting for Democrats because what a neoliberal white woman told me. So I was thinking like a liberal white woman, like most black people. But I got out of that. But let's keep it going. Let's say this another far leftist neoliberal. Hold on.
Constantly. And they say out loud, we are doing this because it helps us to win elections. That's not something they said once. It's something they've gloated about again and again and again. And we think that's wrong. And in case you doubt us, here they are.
Blue wave is African American. It's white, it's Latino, it's Asian Pacific Islander. It is made up of those who've been told that they are not worthy of being here. It is comprised of those who are documented and undocumented.
In a couple of presidential cycles, you'll be on election night. You'll be announcing that we're calling 38 electoral votes of Texas for the Democratic nominee for president. It's changing.
These elitist black folks, like that lady that just came up, they don't care if a documented or undocumented vote specifically for her in order, they don't care to sell the black community out. They're looking for votes for everybody. Just like I said, my people, we have the mind of the liberal white woman. This is why we're not protected and everything. Guys, I'm going to stop that here and everything. This is just letting you guys understand what's the real narrative what Fox News is talking about. What's the actual real narrative about these people? I'm about to show a video now. We're about to get into this video. A couple brothers talking some crazy stuff, but talking what I always talk about. We look for acceptance and validations for other non-black people. We think like liberal white women. We have the victimhood mindset. We don't get about how looking for real solutions, how voting in people that's going to help you protect your family is the utmost importance. All this, we love you. We good people. Why you don't see that? Why you don't see that, white mommy and daddy? We good people. Why you don't see that? Let me share this shit with you guys. It was embarrassing, but we're gonna go over the video. Extremely embarrassing, especially what heterosexual black men is doing. It's like, are you kidding me? Let's go. Let's get it in. Here it is, guys. This is in Buffalo. I remind you, this is in Buffalo.
This is something that you don't see every single day, Jeff and Katie. These are all Tesla workers. These are all employees at Tesla in South Buffalo. And I want to introduce you to a couple of people. Tell us your name and tell us what you do at Tesla. And tell us why you're here. My name is Dean Lewis, and I'm an associate there. I work. Go ahead and.
Oh, my name is Jamarius Cooper. I'm a lead production associate at Tesla.
You guys came out here obviously to.
They can't wait to tell these stories to their neoliberal white mommy and daddy. Let's keep it going. Weak.
See what's going on, to pay your respects. But there's a bigger purpose for your being here today. There's a bigger reason and a bigger message to send. Tell me about that.
This is their message.
The message is that we're tired.
Look at the old.
You know what? Stop vilifying us. Stop making us the monsters. We're not super predators. We're men and women.
Hard workers and dedicated.
We work hard. We take care of our community the best we can. We support this store. All of us may not live in a neighborhood anymore, but this is where
they take care of their community the best they can. Buffalo is probably one of the worst cities when it comes to crime, when it comes to black on black crime. One of the worst cities. We take care of their cities best they can, but it ain't about them. It's about getting acceptance and validation. Let's keep it going.
We grew up. Okay, we're tired. This hurts.
You were telling me that this is your store. Anyone comes here. You all come here to shop in this store. It could have been anyone.
It could have been any one of us. Could have been my mother. My mother
Look
lives
at
up
that.
the street.
You
My
hear
brother
that-
lives down the
that
street.
liberal
My
white
daughter
man.
lives up the street. It's my primary store that I come to shop. And,
Look at that big black man.
you know, it's heartbreaking. You know,
Look
I
at
know I
him.
could have gotten caught up.
Is he gonna
in
cry?
the whole situation that went down on Saturday. So, you know, I mean,
Look how big this black dude is, towering over these people. This is one of the reasons why the matriarchy is the leaders of the black community. It's just a fucking fact. And this is why a lot of these people hate men like, I don't want to put it to Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, but this is the reason why they hate masculine men. They'd rather have these soft-spoken Negroes that I guarantee if it was me, they would have shot me dead. They love their enemy.
I carry this heavy on my chest. You know, I really do.
But let's speak to the bigger issue here too. We're all grieving. We're all together grieving. I was out here on Saturday with so many of you, and it hurts. It's terrible. But the idea that a man, according to police again, came here with a mission, not targeting me, targeting you.
It was planned.
You see how he made them feel like you're the victim. He wasn't looking for me. We need to build this narrative of him just being 100% racist, not just saying a year ago or less that he was going to kill all those white people in his school if they didn't send him to the, some type of evaluation of what's going on with him. But this is their narrative. These neoliberal, non-black people, they want you to stay in that victimhood. And many of you that have the mindset of a liberal white woman do just that. This is why a lot of you people don't have real, like authentic black folks around you. That F all that other stuff, that victimhood shit. You killed my family. I demand a Second Amendment. I demand an anti-black law. If I don't get it, we ain't voting for you at all. But let this keep on going, you will see.
Planned.
Let me see if they're gonna ask that.
To answer your question, the top layer of what brings us all out here is family. This is our neighborhood store. I'm here weekly. My in-laws live at the new housing that's right down the street. Everybody here is because of family and because of pain. Nobody deserves this. They will give you the shirts off of their back. They will help you pay for your food if you were short in line. Everything that's part of our culture and our family, helping one another hand in hand, that's all what this neighborhood is. And for somebody to come and take the heart out of this city, you're literally taking the heart. That's why the city is in an uproar. This wasn't a situation that was gang related. This wasn't a situation that was politics. This was
if it wasn't gang related or to this beta, I believe it's beta male, whatever. If this wasn't, let's say if it was gang related or political, would you even talk about this? Would that white liberal reporter be in the vicinity even talking about what's actually going on that's hurting the black community as well? Would he be there if it was gang related? Would you be there if it's gang related, or if it was political, whatever the fuck that means? Would you guys be there, standing there looking for acceptance? Oh, you look at these, look, everybody look like 4-year-olds. This is why the black woman don't believe you could lead them. And if you can lead them, they don't really want you to lead them anyway. This is why they look for government daddy to do everything for them. Look, this is what they want black men to resemble when it comes to victimhood, a victimhood liberal white woman mindset. Let's keep it going.
literally family. That's all it was. It's just straight family. And somebody came here and destroyed that. So we're here for ourselves, for the family and the support of this system. We're here for ourselves as Black people, fighting for what we need to fight for, because we also had to fight to leave Tesla to come out here without worrying about reparations of leaving the job to support something like this that should have had no back talking on in the first place. So we're out here for family.
Because you got to go do your job. They don't want you to going out there. He's talking about Tesla, where they work at. They trying to make a narrative about Elon Musk, what the far leftists do, being as though he's a leftist as well, but he's not a far leftist, and they don't like him because he speak logic as well. You know, far leftists don't like people that speak logic, especially in the Black community. They don't like that. Well, anyway, he's saying that they was threatening. They probably, means they're probably alive, but again, you got to work. Yes, you work for someone else. Yes, and also you have to learn to understand that, you know, crying to some neoliberal reporter because, you know, wanting acceptance from him instead of voting in people that's actually going to help you protect your family from anything, instead of just the narrative of some white supremacist from anything. Instead of saying that, and I'm still, we 3 minutes in, I'm still trying to figure out when somebody's going to say we need a Second Amendment in New York right away, and we need the anti-Black law right away. And we need to stop protecting the criminals that are in these communist states like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, DC. You hear me? Where we at? Michigan, Illinois, California, all these Washington State, all these different cities, Maryland, everything. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about actual, real solutions instead of crying like 10-year-old little boys and wonder why Black women don't look for you Negroes to be their leaders, because you're crying like they're crying, trying to get acceptance.
Family, we're out here for love, and we're out here to fight for our natural injustices, which is why what happened in the first place.
Buffalo called the city of good neighbors. Okay.
Fuck out of here.
In our community, it is.
That's the slogan. That's the slogan, but it's not true, because if you live here.
But if you live here, it's only within your community.
See, they even listen. They didn't believe what this more than likely this Boule want to be. This dude right here, probably one of them mulatto. Let me just be quiet. He just said that we supposed to be. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he just said. I'm trying to get it to where it was at.
Okay, that's the slogan.
Listen to what he said.
Hey, in our community, Buffalo called the city of good neighbors. Okay.
Look how the people looked at him like, what the hell? City of good neighbors. This Buffalo. I think that Buffalo top 5 in people dying of fentanyl in the country.
In our community, it is.
That's the slogan. That's the slogan, but it's not true, because if you live here,
See how they disagree with him. Like, this guy's still living off of. He's trying to be Mr. Malcolm X. No, sorry, Mr. Martin Luther King or Reverend Al Sharpton in 2022. Let's keep it going.
If you live here, it's only within your community.
Even the other
What do
betas
you mean by
don't
that?
listen to him.
Because, like here, like he said, if I came to this store and I didn't have enough money, if I was short a couple of dollars, somebody in the back of the line say, "Oh, don't worry about it, get it." But if I was out in
That's hard.
Williamsville, South Buffalo, I'm being watched. I'm being followed through the store as if I'm going to take something. You know, I
Yo, this man is too old to be talking about some shit like this. Don't go to that store. If they, complain about them when it comes to, like, you sue them. Everybody getting sued now. Sue. You was too old to be talking about, they be looking at me when I'm in South Buffalo. I guess that's where the predominantly white neighborhoods is located. They look at me and like I'm gonna do something and I'm not gonna do anything. You know, I love you guys. Fuck you, victim. Liberal white woman mindset.
I'm not putting.
And he probably in his late 50s.
But I'm gonna ask you a question. When's the last time you ever got on an elevator and a woman clutched her purse because you stepped on the elevator? When's the last time?
Who gives a shit, old man? Could you tell us more than likely why you've been voting for your community demise? I did not hear anybody bring up as of yet this bringing the Second Amendment in, and also bringing an anti-black law in, just like the everyone else have that's non-black. I did not hear that. I did not hear that yet. When are we going to hear that? And I think if we heard that, this damn news station, ABC over there, this neoliberal that's with him, he'd probably shut the mic off.
You've been followed through a store and asked, "Oh, can I help you?" 15 times.
Can I ask, what is that like?
It's hell. And it's degrading. It's disrespectful.
That's what we want in the first place.
I go to work every day. I don't ask anybody to do anything for me.
Look at them. They're about to get into this feminine victimhood display of beta male situation. This is embarrassing. But this is why New York, with brothers like this and sisters as well that think like liberal white women, will not help themselves get this anti-black law passed, the Second Amendment passed, and they still haven't even brought that up. Let's go. He's about to tell them this light-skinned old head. He's about to tell them how he's just like them. Love me, hug me, kiss me, please, white man.
I go to work. I take care of mine. But yet and still, I got to worry about where I walk,
Where you shop.
Where I shop.
Hold on, let's talk about something even deeper.
The neoliberal white man right here and white women love to talk for black people. Not just them too. I know a lot of neoliberal non-black people. I had a lot that work with me that love to think they love black folks. I mean, to think they know what black folks need. And it's been like this for several decades. People are sick. Look, another brother that looked like if I came in, they'd be looking at me hard as hell if I was in Buffalo. They'd be looking at me hard as hell if I was in Buffalo. They don't like themselves, but they want acceptance from other people. Fuck out of here.
That, but also
policeman, you got to be fair for your life.
The fact that they glossed over the fact that this white nationalist
far left, they glossed over. Who the fuck glossed over that? I'm gonna let him talk. But what he said, the far leftist narrative that because they heard a basketball player say that, athletes say that, or their favorite entertainer say that, or they're this is why. That's another reason black people are worship their celebrities so much that they tend to follow any narrative that bullshit celebrity has, especially when it's a victimhood narrative, especially. So let's see what this fool is about to say.
Also,
policeman, you got to be fair for your life.
The fact that they glossed over the fact that this was a white nationalist.
Who did that?
Terrorist attack. It's not a hate crime. It's a terrorist attack. Let's focus on that. For some reason, they keep saying hate crime. Yeah, we know they don't like black people. We understand that. We understand the manifesto. But deep beneath it all, it's a terrorist domestic movement that they're doing. That's what we need to be focused on. They're targeting our people, our communities. That is the problem.
So we were born into. We didn't ask to be black. We were just born that way.
again, I'm gonna keep on bringing this up. If I was there looking weird and they never saw me before in a black neighborhood that I'd never been in, they would have been looking at me suspect. I guarantee goddamn T. And now he's saying we didn't ask to be black, massa. This is ridiculous, man. And I know many black people, especially in the area which and where I live, they do the same narrative, that victimhood shit. That's why it ain't no real black men or women that's around them, but they would never know that because they was born and raised to think like a liberal white woman. They don't even want to stop that energy no more. I had to stop it. I was raised somewhat to think like a far leftist as well. But I had to stop. I had to be a critical thinker. And I'm afraid to say a lot of our people ain't critical thinkers like that. They want to go into the same victimhood narrative. Hold on.
What do you hate us for?
What you hate us for? We love you.
How do you
look? Is you about to
from
cry?
here? How do you?
Are you about to cry, nigga? It's.
What you hate us for?
Look at him.
How do
Look, is he? Are you about? Do you guys really think real black men raise real critical thinking black men raise these boys, or were they raised by many beta males, many self-destructors, many single mothers? Yeah, let's cut to the fucking chase. Do you really believe that? I hope you don't. Let's keep it going.
What do you rise up from here? How do you?
What do you rise up from here?
Do you tell the community? What do you want?
This remind me of this is like a skit because it remind me of when I was growing up, how the reporters used to talk to a group of black folks. Like it was like a TV thing, like they was making fun of this, but this shit is real. All these black men is literally like this old 50 plus, probably almost 60 or maybe 60, asking him, did a woman ever clutch their purse with you? This is who we've been learning from. These beta male simp enforcers for many years. And then we got a lot of our women that believe in the liberal white woman more than they do their own community. Crazy.
Out of this because we're gonna see something come out of this because I look at you guys and I'm listening to you guys and I understand your anger. I understand your pain and I feel your passion here.
Here's the reality then.
It tells the reality.
What has to come out of this is that we have to stop being turned into the monsters. We have got to stop.
That's the reality. Protecting your family from the people that you vote in, the demons that you vote in, telling them we're not going to vote unless you put into the Second Amendment, put into anti-black hate bill. But your reality is like people need to look at you as an equal, a grown ass man. He wants people to look at him as an equal. Like other non-black men don't do. They force the issue. This grown ass simp enforcer
being vilified. We are people. You know what? I'm one of the nerdiest guys you're ever gonna meet. I like science fiction. I like Marvel comics. I collect comic books. I'm a big freaking nerd.
Who gives a fuck?
That's
look
right.
Look at that white man. Let's look at this. Look at that white boy in the back. He's like, look at this idiot. Oh, he's a nerd. Oh, yeah. Maybe he is my equal. That white boy, like, man, if anybody, any black person that's looking at these people like they making sense, and it's probably many of us, this is the reason why we will be more under the totem pole in the next 10 to 15, 20 years. We will be more under the totem pole. I like, you know, like white people gonna look at him like, oh my God, I didn't know black people like all that. These people are fucking retarded, man.
That's right. And I love all y'all.
I love you guys.
I wear my badge proudly. But the reality of it is, you let anybody else tell it, I'm dangerous.
Are these crackheads that got here?
I'm scary. Why? Because I am not afraid to raise my voice and speak.
Nigga, you ain't raising your voice and speaking. You the only raising voice that you're doing is asking for validation and acceptance from the same people that you think that's racist towards you. Shut the fuck up. You an embarrassment. All of you.
Something will come out of this in the next 30 years.
He said something's going to come out of this in the next 30 years. Please get this tall, fake, masculine beta male off the screen. Something's going to come out of this in the next 30 years. Because we're not going to do anything. We're going to keep on wanting to be led by our delusional women. We want to keep on being led by our victimhood mindset. We're going to keep on voting Democrat. And we're going to teach our children to do the same thing. And maybe, hopefully, before I leave this world, something will change. Oh, my God.
In 30 years. Anytime soon, I doubt it.
Who was telling me that they were in the store minutes before this just happened? 10 minutes. So walk me through. He was what? He was leaving the parking lot. So 10 minutes before this all happened, you were inside that store.
I work out with somebody else.
Weirdo.
I do Uber and Lyft part-time. So I'm literally just dropping somebody off at the store. And 10 minutes later, my phone has been blown up asking me okay because my family know what I do.
Right.
And I'm just like, I'm like, I was just here 10 minutes ago. That could have been me. Or that could have been his brother. Like,
we 7 minutes into this 11-minute video, and I still didn't hear anybody talk about the Second Amendment law, the right to bear arms in a communist state like New York. Still did, and then I didn't hear anything about the anti-black law. Why am I not hearing this? But I'm hearing a lot of victimhood narrative that they heard from people like LeBron James or, you know, the average boule black celebrity and politician.
What do you think? I mean, what do you make of all of that? The fact that somebody came here and it could have been you.
I mean, the fact that he came here beforehand, you scoped the whole place out. Like, that's scary. Like,
and this is what I was saying. If it was a black man that's not from that neighborhood, I guarantee he wouldn't have had a chance to do that. This is how we feel about each other as the enemy for what our matriarchy household upbringing taught us. Niggas ain't shit narrative. And also the information of, you know, seeing me there, let's say me in Buffalo, somewhere scoping things out. You think these brothers be like, yo, where you from? Would have came to me. What are you doing here? What's good? Anybody, any black man or woman would tell you when they come to these neighborhoods and they looking kind of weirded out. Let's say you going to see this woman that you never saw before, and you go into her neighborhood, especially when a predominantly black neighborhood. Brothers looking at you like, what the hell are you doing here? What's up? I'm here to see so-and-so. They said, you saw, nigga? And they know the person. that you just mentioned that you here to see, and it still will be a problem. Man, oh man.
No, honestly, it's a family store. Because if he came here to scope it out, nobody was giving him dirty looks for being in here.
No. At least they acknowledge that you won't give him dirty looks because you see a white man, you think he's your buddy. you think he's your buddy. He's not the enemy. Because somewhere in your psyche, and many black folks feel this way, somewhere in your psyche, you believe white people aren't the problem, but at the same time, when you go into your victimhood mode, white people are the problem, instead of understanding that everybody's the goddamn problem. Everybody's up to something. But within the Black American community, we only believe that we are the major problem. Tell me if I'm lying.
He's probably stuck out like a sore thumb. Nobody gave him dirty looks for being here.
Did you say one of your friends bought him a Gatorade?
Yeah, we actually spoke with that man on the air. The fact that somebody,
that dude that brought him a Gatorade and had an hour and a half of talking to him, that seemed like that would be that light-skinned dude, because both of them are definitely major old head idiots that, again, put white folks on and it's not the fault of white people, but put white folks on this pedestal that many black folks, especially 50 and over black folks too, put them on some type of freaking pedestal, of a delusional pedestal. I was chopping it up. He seemed like he's an intelligent guy, stuff like that. I gave him a coffee and this and that third. You think that nigga would have gave me a coffee?
To give him a hug because he felt so.
My point. This is what we're trying to say. So now
gave him a hug. I think this liberal white man is trolling these beta males. I believe so. Why wouldn't they? They always do it because they know they got them. What is it called? They gaslight these liberal white women mindset black folks all the time because they know they got them for the most part. Hell yeah. 95% of black women vote Democrat. About 75 to 80% of black men vote Democrat. So yes, they do got you niggas.
Do we have to be on guard every time somebody unfamiliar is around? Do I have to be on guard every time
Yes, because you on guard. If my black ass showed up somewhere, you be on guarded then. You be on guard then. Yes.
See, every time I see a white man, do I have to be on guard?
You do that to black men?
Do I have to revert to my time when I was in the military? Do I got to revert to that place?
Dummy.
I just don't understand.
Yeah, see, you hear that? Do I got to revert to that place? Yes, you have to protect your family. Why are you looking for other people to protect your family, dummy? What is wrong with these people? Wow.
Like, as in our race, why are we so stereotyped? Why are we so hated? But then when you look on television, of people's of other race, you have people like, want to get their lips done. You have other people like, of other race want to get their butt, all that plastic surgery stuff. But we're so hated.
Where is these people from? They're bringing up stuff. They want to get their lips, that another narrative, that another so-called pro-black, but they are nothing but neoliberals narrative. Oh, they want to look just like us. You want to look like us, but you think why y'all think we your enemies? I want to tell you guys, there's a lot of black women that start to get their lips done and their ass done. I know several. So why are we talking about that? Oh, they want to dance like us. It's all about entertainment with these niggas. It's not all about. It's not nothing about solutions. It's all about entertainment. They talk like their favorite rappers talk. They talk like their favorite celebrities talk. And black folks, probably the only group, more than likely, I believe so, the only group that do shit like this.
Don't understand that.
To answer your question earlier about what do we think is going to happen, what needs to happen is they also need to take away the scapegoats and the keywords of the people that do this. So what's going to happen is they're going to start pulling up things, oh, mental illness, oh, he was trouble. And then once that happens, everything that happened here over the weekend is going to get swept under the rug as a mental abuse. Because also what's wrong with that is the people that they say have mental abuse, all of the multiple Caucasians that do this, they live in the communities and they have all of the assistance. They have all of the resources to get that help. So
how the fuck do you know? How do you know? Did another rapper tell you this? That they have all these resources and stuff like that? Do you think all white people are rich? Again, put white people on this delusional pedestal all the fucking time. That's why most of these black men, they be wearing all these hoodies, and black women that say black this and that and third. I look at them with a side eye because more than likely they are nothing but neoliberals. They are nothing but liberal white woman mind bird brains. That's all.
if the situation was reversed and we was the ones going out doing these terrorist acts and we have mental abuse and everything.
Guys, I don't see. This is why they look at whatever CNN says, ABC, MSNBC, NBC, all these major far leftist networks say because if he understood that, and even this happened in New York a couple months ago, a brother was shooting up a place as well. The subway, like a month, 2 months ago. I forgot the dude name, the demon name, I should say. And Thanksgiving, another demon, so-called black man, ran over a bunch of old people at a Christmas parade. So what the fuck are you talking about? What he's talking about is what he heard from celebrities, what he heard from his neoliberal white mommy and daddy.
Where would the support come from? Because then we would hear the other side of the story. Well, they don't have the resources to get the help for mental abuse. But you don't hear that excuse when they do it. It's just straight mental abuse and then it's swept on the rug. Take away the scapegoats, call it terrorism, call it murder, what it is. Don't come out with all these laws and stipulations in the courtroom that we never heard of before to get this person off or get lesser time or not get put in general population because they know they're gonna get taken out that way too. Stop doing that. Law is law. Stop coming up with stuff on the back end. Stop giving away this. Stop taking away. Stop bringing up the scapegoats.
What do you mean? You keep on repeating the same stupid shit. Bringing up as scapegoats. What do you mean? I would want somebody to ask me, let me know what do he mean? Because you guys still didn't mention right to bear arms to protect your family, yourself and your family. Bringing up anti-black laws, but what you are doing is saying, oh, your laws say this and that. We all know, and you still looking for equality. No man should not look for equality from another man. It's not going to happen. What you do is the people that you bring in to help you, in your local political parties, whatever, you look at the people that's going to bring in specifics that's going to help your family, your community specifically. Not nobody else, you say that to them. This whole 10 to 11 minute video, all I hear is victimhood, and that's it. That's all I hear. I don't hear nothing but victimhood. And this is the problem. And that neoliberal white man, I guarantee if they did said that, he probably would have cut the mic off, or he probably would have tried to change the subject of What about went back to victimhood mode to these people? Gaslighted victimhood mode, acceptance and stuff like that. Change this law and stop saying, this and that. And white people, their places are made of gold and you can help them and all this other stuff. Again, this is liberal white woman mindset from our community. No matter if his brother's that's working quote unquote hard to be victims or what have you, or it's the boule level of black folks, the so-called elitist black folks, the Al Sharptons and all these other people. These people want us to keep on being gaslighted for shit that don't matter, shit that won't change nothing. Again, a bunch of brothers, a bunch of simp enforcers literally didn't mention we want legislation passed so we can protect our families. The police is not going to do it because one of them said that they want to hurt us. So you mention it. The police is not going to do it. We want to do it. Put these legislation passed. When it's time to vote, they're going to hear our voices. They're going to understand that we mean business. We getting tired of these communist states like New York that protect the criminals before they protect the people that are lawful citizens. And then you're going to see something. That's a real solution. You ain't asking for no acceptance. You ain't asking for no validation. You ain't almost crying like a little 5-year-old boy. You looking at yourself, seeing what type of change you could do within yourself to better yourself and your family and your community. We ain't looking about no other man. And this is our problem. This is why I said black folks been led by the matriarchy for too goddamn long. Too long. And just what the far leftist neoliberal elitists want you to be led by that, want you to be led by that woman. And if you have any type of masculine ways, we're going to get rid of it. Anyway, guys, my damn video about the cancer right now. I need to charge the phone. The laptop. This is the end of the video. And I hope you guys watch this. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep on hitting you with some real shit. It's the unapologetic manhood. And I hope you guys have a great, great day. And men, get into your masculine ways and stay out of this feminine ways. Figure this out. Get help. Stop asking other people for help. Stop putting people on some type of pedestal. Have a good night, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you like and subscribe to that channel, Unapologetic Manhood. Let me see it right here, baby. Let's do it. Peace.